This video discusses adding contact fields to your offer setup. Contact fields are going to be used both for allowing buyers to see things on the call if they don't have a system we can post data to in real time. They could be a shop with 2-3 people that aren't that sophisticated. You could add contact fields to the offer and allow the buyers to see those contact fields in the permission setup for buyer views. That way they wouldn't need a system. They could accept a call from you and see all the contact information like name and address and all the things you've gathered as you're transferring information to them. The contact fields are also used in agent scripts, which I do have a different video for, but the contact fields I'll show you how to set up now. So in here we're going to have the friendly display name. So I might put in first name here. And when I go to select tokens, I do first name. I already had one in here, so it's already pretty colors and everything. It is a string. In the description, I just say the first name of the contact on the lead. Okay, so now I can say whether it's required or not to do a post to us, and we reject it if it is required and they send it, or it's missing, or if it's blank. And then show and posting instructions. There are some fields when we don't have at the time of making this video, we don't generate a PDF or a URL for them to view posting docs, but that is coming soon. But anyway, show and post instructions would mean I do want this field to show up. You might have some fields that are calculations or things like that that you don't want to have show up in posting docs, so they don't think they're supposed to send it. So I'll go ahead and do next step on this. Now the field that has been added, now I could put in, if it was a field that had acceptable values, I could do so. So I'm not going to bore you with the lot of setup here, so I'll save this one. And then you can see easily adding things like first name, last name, address, etc., etc., etc. Very easy to do. But let's do one that's like best time to call. I come in here and I pick, now I don't have that, so best time to call. I'm saying yes, I do want to create a new token for that. It's a string, and I'll say the best time to contact the lead. Showing posting instructions, and in here I've added, now I can do acceptable values. So I can come in here and the value is morning is the friendly display name. Oops, I'm sorry. Morning is the field value, and the friendly name is morning. And then I can do evening. Oops, lunch. Afternoon. Do it in logical order. Afternoon. Afternoon. Evening. And then maybe I'll do things like anytime. They don't care. And then perhaps if someone doesn't collect the value, unknown. We didn't collect it, so I can't tell you what the lead is actually looking for. Oops. Okay, so that's how I would do one that is a drop-down list box of acceptable values. So you can easily see as I move along here through contact fields that I will be able to show buyers and such when they log in or use these fields on the scripts. We do have the ability to calculate fields. I won't key one in here. But instead of just having to be a string field, I can say whether I'm trying to do a decimal number or an integer, or whether it's a formula. So if I was doing a formula, I could come in here and say total loan amount. And I want to bring that to 0 decimals. And then I say that it is a integer. And I'm going to come in here and say this is, let's say there's a mortgage offer or something like that. I could come in here and say that it's first mortgage balance plus second mortgage balance plus cash. Oops. Cash out desired. Okay, now that I have these in here, I set up that if I did have fields in here, I'm playing around here, but I had a field for first mortgage balance, second mortgage balance, and cash out desired. I can do a calculation of those things that I did get from the publisher, but I don't have the total loan amount. I just have to add it up based on what they're telling me. So there's and of course it's not going to like this because I don't have those fields, but I would put in here perhaps total or loan amount, desired loan amount. And then in here I do desired loan amount. And boom, I would have a new field. Now all these new tokens, just so you know, I really like pretty colors, so as I'm adding tokens on the fly, I would go into the tokens and IVR prompts, find that and make them pretty colors, because they will be added kind of this black on gray, and I prefer to have pretty colors on my tokens in the system. So those are contact fields. You can see we can make calculations out of them and whatnot, and they will be used if you do turn on permissions in the buyer record or even a publisher record to see contact fields, and then the agent scripts I will go over in another video.